Hey YouTube, it's Bugout, and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys some excellent budget-friendly tactical knives that could end up saving your life. Stay tuned. Hey guys, thanks for watching. So as I mentioned, I'm going to be going over some tactical knives that are going to be very budget friendly. But before I go into those, I wanted to talk about the Recon 1 from Cold Steel. It's kind of the standard in the knife community as far as being a great tactical knife. Now, it's going to range you around between $70 to $90 depending on what steel you get. Mine has the AUS 8 steel, so that's going to be the lower end. But if you want to get that upgraded carpenter steel that came out a couple years ago, then that's going to, like I said, it's going to range you closer to $100. But this knife, what makes this so great is not just the G10 handle, which provides excellent traction, and also that nice long 4-inch blade, which is going to give you better reach, and it has a tanto point for piercing. And of course, it has the triad lock that is going to give you your knife an excellent lockup so that it doesn't close on your fingers whenever you're piercing this in, and the ergonomics on this keeps your fingers from running along the edge of the blade if you were to use this in a piercing fashion. So I just wanted to kind of throw this out there as an option if you are wanting to spend a little bit more money. But one of the flaws, or one of the things that are annoying anyways, about the cold steel knives such as the Recon 1 or the Talwar, and of course these all come in different shapes and sizes, but is the fact that this G10 handle material is on that pocket clip, and it makes it more or less destroy your pockets whenever you're using these knives. So that is one of the major drawbacks, and there are ways of mitigating it, but I just wanted to point that out. Now moving on to the knives I'm going to be talking about in this video, and links for all these are going to be in the description box down below, every knife I'm going to be talking about. But the first one is they're all from Kershaw. They were designed by Emerson. Ernie Emerson is the designer for these knives. You might have heard of Emerson knives. They range around $200, whereas these ones are manufactured by Kershaw in collaboration with Emerson knives. And you can see the logo on this, that you got Kershaw on one side and then Emerson on the other. And these knives still have that famous Emerson wave, which I'm going to show you here in a second. But this is going to cost you around $23 for this CQC 6K. Now there's a 7K version, which is basically, so this has a clip point. There's one with a tanto point. That's the CQC 7K. CQC stands for Close Quarter Combat, by the way. And Ernie Emerson is in the Martial Arts Hall of Fame. He understands a little bit about close quarter combat. So I'm going to show you guys what this Emerson wave is all about. So you can see the knife is in my pocket, and if you were to take this knife and just pull it up, you have access to your knife. And then just think about how long it takes to get a knife deployed, right? If someone's coming at you, by the time you realize that he's a legitimate threat to your life, it might be too late. But if you were to take this knife and you pull back, now you have a knife that's already deployed. And so that's what this wave feature right here does. It catches on the back of your pocket, and when you pull it out, it deploys. So it's the fastest way that you can get a knife out of your pocket and ready to be used in a tactical or self-defense role. So for that reason, I really recommend Emerson designed knives with that Emerson patented wave. I also wanted to make mention of that on this side it's stainless steel, where this side it has a G10 handle material, the same as the Recon 1. But because this side is smooth, you're not going to have that the issues with the pocket like you would with the other cold steel knives, and that traction on this side provides excellent grip, and even that thumb ramp, that wave feature, it works with the ergonomics. And then while the knife is out of the pocket, you can still open and close it using that thumb disc that comes with this with the design of all of these knives. I also wanted to make mention of the fact that the pivot, as well as the thumb disc, as well as the other parts where this knife is screwed in, you can use not just a specialized screw in order to take this knife apart and maintain it like you do most other knives. With this knife, you could use something like your Leatherman wave that you keep on you in order to maintain this knife. So that makes this knife even more versatile. Excellent knife to take out into the field. I also kind of wanted to go over the specs on this a little bit. The blade length on this is 3.25 inches. That blade steel is 8 CR 14 MOV steel, which is excellent budget-friendly steel that's easily resharpened. And I've already talked about the handle materials being a G10 scale, and then the stainless steel on this side. But anyways, so that is the CQC 6K. Moving on to one of the other knives, we have the CQC 10K, and this knife, as well as the next knife I'm going to show you, are brand new to the market. Same materials, that same G10 handle scale, and 8 CR MOV 14 blade. The blade length is 3.5 inches or 9 centimeters long, and like I said, very similar design. Everything else that I kind of mentioned about is the same, except for the profile on this blade is a Bowie knife, whereas the CQC 6K is a clip point design, and you can get a tanto point design with the CQC 7K. Also wanted to make mention that this knife right here, the 6K, won Best Import of the Year at a blade show a few years back, so it does have critical acclaim. But yeah, this one has a Bowie knife, a Bowie design, and then you got olive drab handle scale, so pretty cool. I will say that with the frame lock design of these knives that I'm talking about, I do wish it had an earlier lockup, because it is a little bit more difficult than some of my other knives to be able to push this aside to disengage it. But for the money that you're paying, which is going to be $39 for this one, I think it's an excellent deal. But yeah, you can see when to close, it has a kind of a slightly different profile as well. So anyways, this Bowie shape design one is the CQC 10K, and then the CQC 11K, also brand new to the market. This one has more of a belly, so it's excellent for skinning, and then you have kind of a more of a brown handle material or color, I should say, and all the same specs as the previous one, where it has 3.5 or 9 centimeters blade length. But anyways, guys, I just wanted to show you guys these knives and that awesome Emerson wave that you put this in your pocket once again, pulling back on it, and you have a knife that is ready to go. So not only can this be used to save your life or someone that you love, or be used in a tactical role like some of these other ones especially, but you know, it's kind of a cool feature you can impress all your friends with. But having a knife that you can grab, pull out of your pocket, and then use can literally mean the difference between life and death. So if you want one that's maybe not so budget friendly, I'll also leave links for the Emerson knives that range around $200. But for everyone else, you know, myself included, I highly recommend these budget friendly Kershaw-Emerson collaborations. I'll leave links for all these knives that I showed in this video, as well as others that you may be interested in the description box down below. Y'all stay safe out there, and remember, it pays to be repaired. God bless. guys some tactical knives that are around $30 that could end up saving your life. I guess it's not loose enough.